Now we're speaking about ideas, right? In terms of how societies and cultures accept certain norms, but how it changes with times. Like,
Yeah.
and at the moment, in the US at least, the woke culture or the woke wave, whatever you want to call it, there's new ideological change which is coming in.
Yeah.
It's almost coming in like a tsunami.
Huh.
But it's a random tsunami. Like, you don't know where, what, suddenly there is a wave, whoosh,
रातों रात syllabus change होता है.
रातों रात.
Now this is not allowed.
Yeah.
Suddenly. Why? What? Oh no, you said it. Not allowed.
And it's so vocal
Huh.
on the internet.
Huh.
It's so vocal on the internet.
Only there. But.
That is why it becomes like a digital wave, quick wave. Immediately overnight, you have somebody who becomes this person is now horrible.
Yeah.
Shame.
Huh.
No, this person has done terrible things and he should be or she should be brought to
Yeah. And then
justice.
it's forgotten. Like just forgotten.
Forgotten. Everything is condensed to that moment or however it is being shown. And then people behave as if they are shocked. And there is a huge amount of hypocrisy attached to this. The way people process things, the past, and how they reconcile the past with the present. Those two things, there is a huge hypocrisy. There's no reconciliation almost. There is no context. There is no looking at circumstances. There's nothing. There's no nuance to.
There is this thing ki, oh no, I not only have to solve problems that are now, पहले का भी problem solve करना है. अरे पिछले साल का 10वीं का पेपर नहीं है. This is done.
Done. It's like question bank.
You can't solve those problems.
Question bank of morality.
Yeah,
that is what woke culture
this
is.
Not 21 cents.
Yeah, that is exactly what it is. Question bank of morality. You think this is fine? You think?
Yeah.
It starts with that.
Let us judge your character
Like,
using this.
There's somebody who just starts with, you think it's okay to do this? And the other person is like, oh my God, I'm getting a finger pointed at me. No, I agree with you. What are you saying? Yeah, this is not okay. And they are doing that to whom? To Hugh Hefner, the fellow who made PlayBoy, who came up with PlayBoy. The mythology of Hugh Hefner and PlayBoy is that it was at one point of time the greatest man retreat ever.
Yeah.
It was a man's magazine. That was what it was marketed as.
60s, 70s and what?
Any piece of publication inside the covers of the magazine were catered towards one gender, catered towards men, from puzzles to stories to whatever. And my God, it was quite, when it began, it changed a lot in terms of social landscape. There were stories about Playboy parties that like Roman level. What is it called?
Orgy, no?
No.
Roman orgies only.
The H say there's a word.
Hedonistic.
Yes.
Hedonistic.
Roman level hedonism. Is मतलब party पे party, drugs पे drug, कुछ भी करने का. You can let yourself go. Hugh Hefner basically told that.
He
the
basically
moment you
was
enter my walls,
Jeffrey Epstein for people.
In a way,
kind of, without the blackmail. He was without blackmail.
With a magazine.
Yeah.
But I mean, of course, there was no like without the blackmail and whatnot. It was not like that. It was more like, yeah, come here, chill out, be a man, and of course, there are some young women,
mad
impressionable
indulgent.
women. Yes.
Yeah, it was.
There was definitely something not right.
Yeah.
But it was also the celebrity hangout for a long time. For decades, anybody who was was seen at Playboy parties.
Oh, acha.
From movies stars to politicians to anybody who was big was there. Now, Playboy, of course, Hugh Hefner is dead.
Yeah.
He tried to, and it was a sad end. I mean, you actually saw a legend wither away and die.
Yeah.
Because the brand itself lost a lot of money.
Yeah, true. Print publication lost after the internet.
It did not go well over to the digital. It did not adapt well.
No.
And then he sold it also. I mean, because
part of the stake or something he sold, tried to get it back and what.
They tried to revamp Playboy.
Nahi jama.
Make it something. And now it's almost as if Playboy has had a resurgence in the social discussion, but for the wrong reasons. It's like Playboy has been pulled out from whatever coffin it has been laid to rest in as a publication, you know, which has gone over the hump. It has seen its heyday. It has seen its best, topmost, selling money, all of that. Now it's From that coffin, it has been pulled out. Why? Because people are saying that Hugh Hefner was not a nice guy.
Sawal. As if, yeah, everyone knew that.
And that the parties were crazy. There were a lot of drugs.
Like, he's a guy who wears a bathrobe in public. Of course you expect
Why do you think people wanted to go there?
Like it's dumb. Dude.
Why do you think celebrities went there? To have chai? Chai biscuit? Parle-G ke liye gaya wo log
Just
udhar.
because he's old doesn't mean he's like giving diabetes medicine in free and not.
There were still naked women running about. And Hugh Hefner in a bathrobe. And cocaine on a silver tray. Being passed about.
That is a starter, dude. Starter is what? Chinese
Starter mein drugs hai.
Mughlai hai kya hai? Colombian hai.
Colombian hai. Cuisine? Yes, sir. This is a different gastronomic experience.
That's it, dude.
Here you don't have to depend on your tongue.
Here is the nose that tastes.
Yes. The taste buds of your nostrils will do the job. Apparently, there was so much cocaine being done during Hugh Hefner parties that so much coke fell on the floor that the dogs licked the cocaine and got high and got addicted to cocaine.
Imagine a French bulldog, which is like a lazy, just ekdam aisa बैठने वाला कुत्ता, acts like a German shepherd.
Now whenever you see those archived videos of Playboy parties, in the background you will just see a poodle running in circles. Oh, that dog! That dog is definitely high. That dog is on coke.
Oh, dude.
And what they are saying is, yes, of course, all of this was there. But what else did they say?
Sexual harassment and all, wo sab bhi hua tha. Forcing women into sex. Like, there was a lot of crazy... Because they were dudes. They were dudes without any...
But tell me one thing.
तो वो सब तो चालू ही था.
I understand what you're saying. But what is the whole concept of a party? This is party on steroids, right? Playboy is party on steroids, I get it. But what is the concept of a party? It's a social phenomena where people's friends and whatnot come over. Somebody's friends meet somebody else's friends. You know, if there are some girls also, you try to talk to them at least, see, you know, if there is some common...
Weird. This was, he was hiring women and all. It was very, what you said, hedonistic type party.
But it's Playboy.
I mean, you should not be surprised that this is happening.
Excuse me, our magazine has a centerfold which is nude. You know, and for that reason, our subscribers are taking magazines to Vietnam War. You know? During wars and whatnot, soldiers traded Playboy magazines.
Dude, Pentagon had to put a rule saying that you cannot buy Playboy on this.
What?
So Pentagon has is some military of
but
US.
what is the
So they have a rule on what kind of stuff you can sell at army bases and all.
Oh.
So Playboy was banned for a very long time.
From army bases?
Yeah.
Of course, that is the rule that is overlooked. All the boys in the army, come on, man.
It's like oh, kaisa na tu daru kharita, do you put in a brown packet? That's how it happened.
Brown packet mein leke jao magazine, bas. Sawal, dude. Army base pe tu Playboy allow nahi kar raha hai.
Army people brown paper ke sath like first day of school na.
Sticker pe mera naam.
Label वगैरह. No sir, this is secret plans.
Noel Cordero, 8th Infantry, Airborne Division.
This is just readings I took. It's got Vietnam. Yeah, Vietnam soldier का photo है.
Manual है sir. बंदूक का manual है sir.
मैं notes लिया था no.
Reloading वगैरह का notes लिया.
I'm just learning Vietnam so that Vietnamese so I can communicate with the locals.
And then when you see the nudist here, diplomacy. Diplomacy.
This is how I connect to the people. I just show them this and they're like, okay.
Wouldn't that have won over the war? Like rather than dropping bombs, they should have just dropped Playboy issues.
Of course.
And just told the communist people, bro, this is capitalism.
Yeah.
You can buy nudie magazines. What are you? तेरे को क्या चाहिए? तेरे को अरे अपना बिकिनी में रंग है, रंग पागल. तुम लोग का बिकिनी में रंग भी नहीं है. अपने इधर लाइफ है bro.
You have state sponsored underwear.
I don't get it. Why do people try to win over communist states through warfare? Just show the people you have a good time if you come over.
Yeah, the best way to that's what's happening with North Korea, na?
Yeah.
They're seeing how South Korea is enjoying, and they're like, "ये नहीं अच्छा लगता है." That's it.
South Korean teenager is enjoying K-pop. You know, meanwhile, this teenager, North Korean, is getting his knuckles popped out. Like, it's not even
The
close.
North Korean teenager doesn't look like a teenager.
Yeah, he looks like an old fucker. Like 17 साल का बंदा है, सब बुड्ढा.
That's it. Like, war is like how do you convince a person with a bullet? No, pen is mightier than the sword.
Yeah.
This is it. This is the best way to show.
And guess what? And guess what beats the shit out of a pen? A camera. Camera is the mightiest.
1,000 words.
Yes.
Cut.
1,000 words at 1,000 frames per second.
Yes.
That is what a camera can give you. Alright, just show them shit. Just, I think they should hire like Pamela Anderson or somebody equivalent of that, like Gal Gadot. You know, just looking in the camera. Margot Robbie. You know, Margot Robbie just looking in the camera and saying, "What are you guys doing? Come over." You know, just.
Bad communists.
Yeah, bad.
Margot Robbie saying bad communists.
Yeah. I find communism a turn off. Just Margot Robbie saying that. Dude, Putin will give up.
Yeah.
Putin will be like, I quit.
The KGB was a lie.
So Red Square, Moscow वगैरह उधर है कि खड़ा रह के बोलेगा.
Like he's just sending love letters and visa invitation to Margot Robbie at the same
Actually, you know what? Russian women are hot as fuck and they live in Siberia and whatnot, and I think you will get like women who will destroy Margot Robbie. You know, and they're just feeding apples to bears or something like that in Russia. This world, man, this world.
Yeah. Pet bear.
So they are pointing fingers at PlayBoy, at Hugh Hefner, now saying you've been a bad person, you've done drugs and you've partied a lot and you've forced women. Yeah.
He's dead, dude.
And you know how many women in their teenage years have traveled to PlayBoy and gotten things done to their faces and their boobs and their ass just so that they can become a centerfold model. Because that's their start off point. From, in fact, beauty pageant winners have then gone on to PlayBoy, like Miss America winners and whatnot have spoken with PlayBoy people ki okay.
So basically, like
You know you're
front
selling,
runners.
You know you're selling sex. You know this is not something different.
They were not hiding anything.
Like you're not being called to the PlayBoy mansion to teach ABCD to orphans. Okay, that is not what is happening. You Hefner उधर blackboard और chalk लेके खड़ा नहीं है homework check करने को बच्चा लोग का. नहीं.
This is not chalk powder. This is cocaine. Please snort it.
You see a whole NBA basketball team running around naked with white blonde women. That is what you see at a PlayBoy mansion.
Yeah, they're surprised. And now PlayBoy has given that.
If I don't see that, I'll be surprised.
Yeah, if you see like a 90s ka office.
Yeah, I'll be
where
like,
a printer का आवाज आ रहा है.
हाँ, गच गच
क्या बात कर रहे हो?
Welcome to PlayBoy.
Where everybody is just working.
How? The PlayBoy Playmate of the month. She's just shouting pictures. Toner है क्या? Toner. Printer का toner बदलो.
Paper jam.
Paper jam हुआ रे.
Paper jam हुआ.
So what PlayBoy at the moment is saying is, of course, because they know that the moment you come in the target of woke culture, you are fucked. You have to apologize. Apologize or you're screwed. Like you can't, like, you know, boycott वगैरह ये वो सब चालू हो जाएगा. तो and PlayBoy already मर रहा है. So PlayBoy came out with a statement and what they said was, we at PlayBoy ethically and morally do not align ourselves.
They did the most woke thing. They wrote an open letter.
Yeah, they wrote an open to the world.
No address.
Jag Jahir.
हाँ, जिसको पढ़ने का पढ़ो. And one of the lines they said is, this PlayBoy is not Hugh Hefner's PlayBoy.
Oh,
the PlayBoy of today is not Hugh Hefner's.
So the
PlayBoy.
guy who made you, the guy who started it all, through whatever means, he fucking made you.
This is McDonald's saying we don't want the clown. This is KFC saying we don't want Colonel Sanders. This is them just saying, "Tera mascot hai."
You are going through a complete revamp.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
what Playboy saw this is as an opportunity to go with complete revamp. So they are saying we at Playboy do not stand for this. Dude, that is all you stood for.
Playboy is saying, "I have changed now.
Yeah.
I am gone sober."
Yeah.
Like, you know,
This is sobriety.
I found God.
This
Playboy found God.
This is Playboy after Alcoholic Anonymous.
Yeah.
No, it's
I'm
gone through
starting
the
a new
12 step.
chapter of life. I've apologized to everybody.
Playboy has gone through the 12 steps
Yeah, yeah.
program.
And
now
so it makes, so Playboy as a magazine though is dying only, but
Yeah.
it's also a brand.
Yeah.
It's also a brand of apparel,
There's
like
merchandise.
clothes and all. Yeah. So
There's
there's a lot
apparel
of
of all sorts.
that is a big part of the Playboy brand. And I think the reason why they have come up with this statement and they're doing this damage control is because they're trying to enter the stock market now.
Oh, they are trying to go
Yes.
public.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah. So they were public some years back,
got it.
but then this fellow bought back the stock, your Hugh Hefner.
Oh, he bought back the
Huh.
stock. He tried to get Playboy back.
Yeah. So there is Hugh Hefner's Playboy is there.
is there.
ठीक है? He liked it that much. Okay.
Because he
and
created it. He wanted it to survive. Dude.
it's
He wanted
his
to bring
thing,
it
yeah.
back.
So he bought it back at, I think, like some extra money also he
Yeah.
paid. Like, you know, so he had to buy each share back
Yeah.
from this. And now they are going back into stock market.
Okay.
And that is why they are like, okay, we need to look like a nice white collared company.
Come on, man.
We need to look like Facebook
think-
and
I
rubbing
think
shoulders
there
with
is-
giants and all.
Yeah, but
Website
that
of
is not happening. They are just being too
No,
ambitious.
there
There's
is
no.
too
You can't have woke Playboy. It
No.
can't work.
There are-
That's not the point of you at all.
You are dirty. It says Playboy.
Yeah, play. Play. And you know, play with whom? Play with yourself.
Yeah.
When you have our publication in front of you, please play with yourself. That is what Playboy stood for. Now, what are you going to say? Respect women?
Serious boy.
Serious boy.
Serious boy.
Enough play. Time to work.
Respected boy. Now Playboy does not wear a bow tie. He wears a tie. Proper
Yeah,
tie.
proper
like a big
tie,
proper
suit.
person. Formal fellow. Like goes to work. What will I have? Stock tips on Playboy.
Stupid. Is Hugh Hefner dead?
Of course.
I thank God he's dead. He would die if he sees what is happening.
I think that's what killed him, no?
Yeah.
He just realized, oh my god, someone else is doing what I'm doing. Matlab, someone is
Yeah.
internet porn is doing what I was doing for so many people.
Yeah. That is what took away Playboy,
Yeah.
basically. Internet pornography was like, you want nude women? Guess what, buddy? I'll give you
Everything.
categories.
Everything. Like, just came.
And you won't have to wait for a specific month
Ha.
to get a specific race ka woman as nude. You will be able to choose whenever.
And okay, so I was reading more about Playboy. So the thing is, only the centerfold used to be the
Nude.
thing.
At
right?
one point of time, na?
Ha.
Because I think it has like gone through many
No,
iterations.
from first one, only the centerfold
Okay.
was this.
Yeah.
So remembering all these people protesting against Playboy and all ki what are our children? Like everything
Yeah.
else was like articles of people like Martin Luther King Jr. was on Playboy and all.
What?
Yeah. He was serious interview about race relations and all was there in Playboy. There was some guy looking at a nude woman and thinking about civil rights movement at the same time.
But Martin Luther King was also a player. He
Of
was
course
known
he
to be a player.
Of course
he will be, right? I mean,
Someone
come on.
was-
He's trying to save a whole race.
Yeah. Of
He's
course,
going
that
to be a player.
that gets a lot of people's attention.
Yeah.
Like, well, point is like, all these people protesting against Playboy, you could easily just tear the middle ka page and just give it to your kid, and now it's a normal magazine.
So at one point of time, the most woke people
Yeah.
wrote articles for
Playboy, yeah.
Like because Martin Luther King
Huh.
woke
बहुत woke, ultra woke
pyramid
person.
का top.
हाँ.
मतलब राजा.
He was Greta
राजा
Thunberg
wokeness.
of
हाँ,
that time. He was the Mandela. He made Gandhi mainstream in West.
रंग में ऐसा कुछ ये
हाँ.
नहीं.
कुछ नहीं.
Same.
I want a better world.
Yeah.
और क्या है? उतना उससे ज़्यादा
I want a
progressive.
better world.
हाँ. But
Again.
like the guy who was interviewing him, well-known, serious journalist, interviewed many people.
So that was how big the publication
Yeah.
was.
Hmm.
It had that much of
Clout,
that big of a
basically,
clout.
huh.
That in the social discussion, Margaret Atwood
Who's a
considered
sci-fi
to
writer and all.
yeah
like,
done a
very
lot
well
for the
known.
feminist movement in terms of just writing wise, she's benchmark. Wrote for Playboy. A lot of people
Murakami was once in Playboy.
considered to be a literary great, right? Yeah, literary giant. Celebrated by the Western society, like Japanese writer, the way he brings down human सब इतना सब बोलता है
डाल दिया
वो भी Playboy में डाला. If so many greats at one point of time wrote and had an influence over the social fabric, understand that change was positive in a timely fashion, in a time capsule. Of course, nothing is pure.
No.
There is a price to be paid for everything. But you can't say they were only.
No. That means you didn't read more than that centerfold of
Exactly.
Playboy.
That means you were the pervert.
Yeah.
You did not look beyond the sex part. You did not read Martin Luther King ka interview.
Yeah.
You did not read articles and short stories written by Murakami.
In that way, Playboy is no different than any internet website you open.
Yeah.
You will scroll through something serious, something stupid will come.
Yeah.
Something made to make
to
you
be
feel
like
a
a
little
balance
horny will
of-
come. That was Playboy. At an
Yeah.
extreme.
There will have to be a balance of the two things, though. You cannot have one without the other. And that is something that I'm waiting for this woke wave to like implode and see how it's going to because this is of course going to fuck them over.
Yeah.
Because at some point of time you realize, you are not woke enough.
No. They are basically woke is just basically they're just taking one decade at a time, na. So eventually they'll catch up to them.
Yeah. The 2000s are bad. The 2010s are bad. Oh shit, we are in this decade now.
Then you'll see a 30-year-old screaming at a 20-year-old. Okay. And then you'll just be like, okay, now everybody's just arguing.
Yeah.
Okay. There's nothing else to do now.
Yeah.
There's nothing to tweet about now.
You'll have to give up all of your things to your children.
Yeah.
Then you know better. Handle everything.
A kid is born and he's like, oh, sorry. I don't want to tell you how to wash your ass.
Yeah. You choose.
You choose.
You like to dunk in Balti, whatever you choose. You're free to
Done.
however.